Hey, what's up, everybody? For the guys that's watching, the pre-recorded episode of this, we're live on YouTube and we're live on TikTok, on my personal TikTok page. So, welcome to WFSO Aftermath. It may not be much to talk about. The Royal Rumble is over with. They're trying to set up for Elimination Chamber, and plus, it's going to be in Chicago. I will be down there for that weekend, but I will not. I'll probably gonna be around for the festivities. I may not go to the PLE itself because overcharging is charging too much, and people in Chicago got money anyway. So even if I want to go in the last minute, it'll be sold out. So yeah, I guess we talk about a little bit of that. Also, the Bucks did sign somebody, so it was somebody they had their radar on for like a few years now. So we'll talk about that. Um, Also, let's see if there's any like Milwaukee development news going on. We'll talk about that. Plus, if there's any like comic book movies and TV news that we need to talk about. So first of all, like I said, New England Patriots and Seattle Seahawks. That was the Super Bowl. I hate both teams, but congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks for their second Super Bowl championship. So I do gotta give them that, and I'm kind of upset that the kicker was not the MVP, which mostly saved Seattle that game until the second half. So, like I said, once again, congratulations to Seattle Seahawks, and I don't got that many like Seattle Seahawks fans on my page that were like, which is like annoying. So, at least I can clap for that. So, congratulations to them, and on to the next thing that's on. And I know some of y'all. I don't know if y'all seen the episodes that Jack Walton. Hey, welcome to the live. Um, and I know some of y'all probably wondering why with the sunglasses and the hat. Every now and then I wear a hat, and I rarely wear sunglasses. If y'all didn't hear what happened like this past Friday. But then again, I did like two videos yesterday talking about the incident. I was on my way back to my old place. There was some important mail that was there, so I had to grab that and grab some stuff. And I was about to on the verge to get out of there, and our neighbor downstairs, we had problems with this neighbor for so long, and trying to tell the landlord that, and for a guy that hadn't taken his medication in months, and for a person like me knows about how it is when it comes to mental health. And yeah, Callister Roof, hopefully I said your name right. Welcome to the live. So here's the thing that what happened. The guy was like ready for a fight, and I knew he was, so it was like I put the box I had on my hand down, then suddenly he attacked me without me getting ready. Yeah, like mainly like beat me to the head, like punch me in the head, whatever. Tried my best to defend myself, and didn't happen, and got pistol whipped too. So the results of this is the results of it. I have a fractured eye socket from all that, and yeah, everything is like, let's just say things are going to go back happen to that guy, and also the guy, well, the landlord that we told about this for like eons ago didn't do anything about it. So yes, so we're just going to legal options to the guys was going to be charged for for assault, especially with with my fracture eye socket. So me going to therapy tomorrow, which was going to be planned anyway. I was going to go to therapy regardless. But that, and I got to go to an eye doctor just to test my eye and see where is it at from then till now. Yeah, I still got a little bit of pain in my eye if I like move it a certain way, but it's not as bad as it was on yesterday. So I'm temporarily wearing this, and I know it's just I think like this ain't gonna heal anytime soon. So so it's just a resting process. So taking antibiotics just in case so it won't get affected. little bit of painkillers, and of course, my normal medication, for keeping me sane. And the whole point was getting beat up is not the problem with me. Like, I can take an L. I don't mind taking an L. But if you're suddenly, just gonna assault me out of nowhere and not give me a chance to be prepared, so you just attack me because you wasn't gonna win. Yeah, that's my issue. So if it was like a fair fight and I still would have lost, then that's one thing. I wouldn't care about that. It's just, just wrong. It's just wrong. But then again, the guy's gonna get his, and doing legal action against it and the landlord, and probably more details to come when we know about that. But you know what? On from the bad and into the good. Which we don't know what's going on like wrestling wise. Only thing we know that Braun Breaker did suffer an injury. I don't know if it happened in the Royal Rumble or it happened on Monday night on Raw. We're not sure. But yeah. So the thing is, like, Braun Breaker, they say he may not be wrestling at WrestleMania, which the plan was, have him and Seth Rollins go against each other 1-on-1 at WrestleMania. So and that's probably, y'all see why he didn't win the Rumble, and they ended up giving it to Roman Reigns, which not happy about. And plus, anyway, I'm not going to watch WrestleMania this year anyway, so it's whatever. Okay, inspiration being discussed with possible AEW additions. No, WWE really needs to sign them back. Thanks, Jax. I hope my eye will get better too. So that's where we're hoping. Like I said, I probably will do like a video update sometime this week on from probably sometime Thursday. I'll do like a video update or like how the process is going on with healing and stuff like that. But it's a good thing that I don't need surgery, so that's good news. Just gotta wait for it, to heal on its own, and go from there. Yeah, it's really not much, stuff to talk about. Besides, the Bella Twins, on Raw, they're saying they're gonna go for the tag titles. Rightfully so. So probably be like sooner or later. Could be the thing. I'm trying to see. Yeah, there's really wrestling wise not much to do with that after I'm done.
To be put away behind you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do all this stuff after I'm done.
Alright, thank you.
No problem. Yeah, but like I said, and then y'all probably heard me last week that I still think the Women's Royal Rumble was way better and most likely saved the PLE. But that's just my opinion on that. Yeah, really not much. Just like the good moments that happened in the Royal Rumble, and the bad, and not much to talk about. It's really not. Like I said, we don't know who's gonna be. We know that somebody's gonna make an appearance at Chamber, like the day after Chamber, for like Cricket Wireless store. So we don't know who's gonna show up, and we probably ain't gonna know until like maybe like 2 weeks before the whole shebang. So it'll be interesting to see like who's gonna be on there. If it's somebody that I already met, I'm probably still gonna like go to that anyway. And plus, the crazy thing is like you gotta get to that place like oh, excuse me, like 4 or 5 in the morning, just to get in line, just depending on who it is. Yeah, and congratulations to Bad Bunny. He put up a hell of a show on halftime show. And I think if people miss the meaning of that whole performance, then I don't know what's wrong with y'all. But yeah, it was a good performance. It like got some labels. How their culture is and our culture is almost the same. And Puerto Rico is like part of America. So, anyways, yeah, this is sad news. Forgot about talking about this. Kelly Kincaid. She's gonna leave after this Tuesday's NXT. Never see more information because I really like her, in Ring of Honor, and she, was wrestling and all that stuff, and it was pretty cool. And I'm trying to think, where is her Kincaid start? Yeah, Quinn McKay. Yeah, that's what she was. Quinn McKay at, with Ring of Honor, and like I said, she did wrestle so well. And oh, okay, she's in a relationship with Pretty Deadly's Elton Prince. Okay, so the blonde one that's injured. Wow. So it could be a possibility she probably just left because maybe taking care of him, which I can understand, and but hopefully this may be like a temporarily thing, and she comes back some sort. We can all hope. So just a wait and see. But yeah, that's sad news. And like I said, I liked her in Ring of Honor. Like she was like a ring announcer too, and have her like wrestling part of the time too. I'm just surprised she didn't get the chance to do it on NXT. And like I said, I thought she was pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna try to walk her broadcast from NXT this Tuesday because it will be the final one. Kind of sucks. But yeah, what more can you do?
Did you say the beautiful one kind of sucks?
I just said it kind of sucks.
Oh, I swear you said the beautiful one kind of sucks.
No, you don't suck. Wait, what do you have? It look like it's something like
celery.
Oh, I thought it was kind of like a candy piece or
But I
something.
ate your last 2 pieces.
Oh well.
I just made your sweet too. Like,
No big deal. You know what's sad about like this week?
wow.
Nothing wrestling wise to talk about much. And you think you would be having some things and it's just like nothing.
It happens.
Yeah, so TNA parent company Anthem files lawsuit against Gail Kim. Oh yeah, I do want to see what's this all about because they was talking about this the whole weekend. So I guess we talk about this before we move on to like other stuff. And I don't know how she got that bear and
Robert gave it to her.
oh, this bear did cocaine.
Bear did something.
Well, getting her to liking this bear. Y'all can probably see Ivy, a young pup, and of course, too energetic for us at the moment. Well, just for today. Just too
Shouldn't have
energetic.
mixed the sour cream and mayo, should you?
What, you got the runs? Ouch.
Yeah, and it's spicy because yesterday I decided to have the atomic flavor wings from Wingstop.
See, I have absolutely
Ouch.
no damn sympathy for you whatsoever.
I don't have any for myself.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Lube up your ass with Vaseline and pray.
Oh,
That's
God.
all you can do.
Yeah, just hopefully, it passed through the night. And, be good by then.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing is at least he could sit up, watch TV. And,
Right.
Well, we're in the bedroom now, so if you want to recline.
So, according to this says here, according to PW Insider, who first broke the news about this lawsuit on Thursday, Kim's contract specifically states all issues between the two sides. If there's a legal issue, it has to be governed by the laws of the state of Tennessee and not Florida. Also, that Kim was listed as an independent excuse me, contractor and not an employee throughout her tenure. The lawsuit was filed from the Nashville and Davidson County in so last month. In addition to it, let's see, it was notes the deal Kim had up until her departure of last year, of March, were help with talent relations, oversee mass production, interact as a performer. The deal called for Kim to be an independent contractor and not an employee, meaning she would receive no pension, profit sharing, medical, dental, workman's compensation, life insurance, vacation time, or sick leave. Anthem also mentioned in the lawsuit that Kim worked from home and did not have an office, and was given the right to work for other companies, but not for any company Anthem demand competition. So then again, if she could have done work like NXT, WWE, and stuff like that, she could, because at that time they was working out a little bit of partnership before they made it official late last year. So that's a possibility, but probably if it was like something like AEW, she probably couldn't do it. No court date has been set yet, and yeah, so she was released from her role in TNA Impact after 17 years due to restructure. Hey, maybe WWE will have something for her, work behind the scenes, and life's good. The first day, she was with WWE, I think she was ended up being the women's champion and got praise, but probably not from WWE in the back. But I don't know. This is all stupid. So this lawsuit, in a way, kind of sounds familiar, like something WWE would do back then. Just insane. So that's all the wrestling we're going to talk about. I know we still got PLEs and pay-per-views coming up, with WWE Elimination Chamber, and we got I think it's Final Destination for TNA. I think that's is it either this coming Friday or next Friday? I'm not sure. Anyways, we're gonna get to Bucks news. Y'all probably saw the video earlier today that, of course, Brooklyn Nets did release Cam Thomas, and he probably one of the top free agents that was available at that point until today, which the Bucks did sign Cam Thomas for the remainder of the season. So I know he was kind of injured, when he was with the Brooklyn Nets this season and stuff like that. They just never played him. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's go to this one, and I clicked something else, and I don't know, it just jumped to this. It's just kind of weird. So okay, guys, bear with me. Cam Thomas Bucks agreed to a contract after next release after NBA trade deadline updated depth chart. So I know people wasn't I know some people was not that highly on Cam Thomas because he was not a good defensive player, but got a whole lot of good offense. Had over 24 points a game for the last 3 seasons with the Nets, and it would have been good, if he wasn't injured this season. And combination of him and Michael Porter Jr., that would have been something for Brooklyn. And shockingly, Bucks couldn't get it done to get Michael Porter Jr. So, because that it would have been an extra boost of scoring. So, but this is still an extra boost for scoring wise. And I think if you had Cam Thomas at the shooting guard, if you had either Ryan Rollins or Kevin Porter Jr. at the point guard when he's in, I think the defense will be okay. And plus, we got good backup defensive with if you use the likes of Kuzma, Giannis, and Turner at the front court. I think the defense would be just fine with one player that can't play a lift for defense. But he could grow into it, so you never know. Because there's players that didn't have a lick of defense in the beginning of their careers, and suddenly they end up being great. So that's a possibility. So yeah, besides all their roster spots are filled except for a 2-way contract, which they didn't say anything about what's the case may be. But anyway, so this is the look at their updated depth chart from ESPN.com. Just I'm looking through Bleacher Report. You gonna give it to me or not?
Starting out, they're gonna have to just.
Oh, okay. So you got your point guards. You got Ryan Rollins, Kevin Porter Jr., and I don't know why they put AJ Green, but I wanted Two Girls Mom Tracy. Hey, welcome to the live. I appreciate you checking it out.
There's another place that.
But yeah, So that's the point guard lineup. Then you got Kevin Porter Jr. You know, he could be a good shooting guard. He's like 6'5", so why not? You got Cam Thomas, Gary Harris, AJ Green, yep, Gary Trent Jr., and also got Ryan Rollins that can play the shooting guard as well. So you got like two players that can be like combo guard. Small forward, I still don't get why they put AJ Green in this lineup. And if AJ Green, in my opinion, was like 6'5", and you put him as a small forward, I'm fine with that. But he's 6'4", it doesn't work. And somehow it ended up working. This past Friday, because I guess it was an injury of Kyle Kuzma, but they say he should be back to Orlando's game tomorrow. So that's good. So you got AJ Green, Gary Trent Jr., which he's okay to play at the small forward because he's 6'5". Kyle Kuzma, Gary Harris, I think he's 6'5" as well, so it's okay. Andre Jackson Jr., of course, he's 6'6", so perfect enough, to play for the small forward if they need to. Then you got the power forward rise. Besides Giannis, you have Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis, Pete Nance, of course, Jericho Sims, and Osang Dieng was the player that they did get when they traded Nick Richards to Chicago for him. And this player, Osang Dieng, got traded they said like 3 times in 24 hours, including traded to Chicago, and now Milwaukee has him. And I guess Milwaukee does see something in this guy. He did win a championship with the Thunder last year, so at least he got that resume on his belt. So that'd be something. 6'9". You can like how skinny he is right now, and you can put him at the shooting guard. You can put him at the small forward. You can put him at the power forward. Center wise, I don't know. I don't think he's ready for that spot yet. Of course, you got your center, Miles Turner, Beat Nance, yes, of course. Jericho Sims, having good games as of late. Bobby Portis, not a great center for a backup, but rather have him as a power forward. But that's just me. And Osimhen Dane, I don't know why they got him in that lineup as possible center. I think they probably did that because of his height. I don't really get that, but let's see, 24-year-old Thomas opened his career with the Nets, and they selected him with the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Excuse me. Thomas showcased his scoring ability, like playing in a smaller role next to top options such as Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Mikal Bridges, across his first 2 seasons in the NBA, which was very true. He eventually received more opportunities with the ball in his hands in 23-24 season campaign. Drive averaged about 23 points a game, 3 rebounds, while shooting 44% from the field and 36% from behind the arc. Okay. He recorded 24 points per game on 44% from the field, 35% from 3, and 88% from free throw. Splits the following season, but just limited to 25 appearances. Yep, due to the hamstring strain. Yep, I kind of knew he was injured. I just didn't know how bad it was. So it's not that bad. So he probably gonna be back soon. We just don't know when. But while his scoring pros his admired, concerns has been regarding his defense and playmaking abilities to go along with his health. Thomas was eventually a restricted free agent for the majority of the 2025 offseason, which was they talk about last offseason, before signing the 1-year qualifying offer return to Brooklyn in September. He was a starter with the Knicks, but missed due to more hamstring issues before operating in a reserve role after coming back. Prior to Thomas' release, he did average, I guess they're saying this season, 16 points, 3 assists, and about 24 minutes per game. He also shot 40% from the field and 33% from the 3. So, like I said, the Bucks did need a scoring bench. So, I don't know if they're gonna start him or they might have him come off the bench because depends. But they gotta kind of decide if they want to have either Kevin Porter Jr. be the starting point guard or Ryan Rollins, because both of them combined is gonna create too many turnovers. But if you decide to play both of them in the fourth quarter, that's one thing. But I just don't see like that small lineup, I don't see it like working anytime soon, or unless they probably find out the leap of faith or something like that. So Kim, come on, there we go, Kim Thomas. So just gonna look for more information on that. So I'll just give it a moment. Just want to see what Talia is. Okay, the last game he played was February 3rd. The Nets did lose 125-109. He had 8 points, 2 assists. I want to know more of his height. So that's what he averaged in the season. Let's say 16 points a game, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and about 40% from the field. Okay, I thought he was taller than that. I didn't know he was 6'3". I thought he was like 6'4", 6'5". Probably a guy that can get to play, the combo guard or something like that. But they probably ain't gonna have him play point. They probably just gonna have him play like more shooting guard. But I think he'll get more of an opportunity to play. But just wait and see. And this could be his redemption part of the season. That he'll get more of an opportunity to play with the Bucks. So we'll see. Before we move on to see what's going on in the city in Milwaukee, another person we gotta check out, because they did had played the last 2 games. Yep, the recent game was today, and I just want to see what games what is his Okay, yeah, we talked about that one last week. There's 29 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists he had. Yep. Now they talking about more about him. So, and also, why is no one talking about Bojo Markovic? Because they're not. I start talking about him, I did earlier in the season. Then, talk about him more. But that's still not bad, although they didn't win 89-94. It was a close game. Markovic did 15 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see the last person that talk about him was actually nobody, but from Reddit. So then again, we are gonna read this article. And Bucks and Trade League prospect quietly putting together a season fans should be excited by, which is true. Okay, they was talking about this 4 days ago. So maybe they have some. Milwaukee's draft history has not been pleasant ever since they selected. What? I'll be back.
Ivy.
Gotta leave. No one had a show to do. But anyways, let's see. I'm sorry, and I gotta reread from where I was at, so I apologize. Just like I was saying, what is an uncertainty time for Milwaukee Bucks fans with a future star Giannis Antetokounmpo swirling in rumors by the day? One thing they should be excited by is the performance of the forgotten draft pick Bojo Markovic over in Siberia. The forward layers performance display all the attributes that led to a Bucks surprising everyone in the draft by selecting him. Let's see. Milwaukee's draft history has not been pleasant ever since selecting Giannis in 2013. They had a few good draft picks, but the problem was that they ended up trading some of them. So that was like the problem, that they were just trading him. So, following on from A.J. Johnson being selected in the first round of 2024 as raw talent, and Tyler Smith now no longer being on the team, Marcus just felt like another strange, risky draft pick that didn't look at NBA-ready players. Unfortunately, many thought he would be added to a long list of unsuccessful decisions by the front office when it came to the draft pick. So, and yeah, okay, yeah, they talking about last week's game with me. He scored like 29 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. And he hasn't committed like a turnover. And played like 35 minutes and, let's see, 9 to 18 from the field. And making all 9 of his free throws. And yeah, and the guy, you know, just 20 years old. So I think what they should have did, like I said, they should have like have him like in the G League for a year, but they decided, you know, keep him overseas just to see. And like I said before, yeah, he muscled up and he looks good, and I think he's going to be a problem in the future for the team. I kind of knew that was coming. I love you. Cheers. I love you too. Gay. So the season he has so far, 50% from the field, 31% from 3, but 84% from the free throw. So not too bad. And his performance not only gone under the radar due to his being slashed overseas, but with the talk surrounding the current Bucks as potential moves they make, as he deserves his flowers. Bobby Portis and Miles Turner could be on the move I guess this was before the trade deadline this past Thursday, which I think they wasn't going to move either Miles Turner or Bobby Portis anyway. Pete Nance has shown what he can do when given the opportunity. Yes, a few years older, but still, you have bigs that stretch the floor and crash boards is the key, which is true. So it's just my opinion is, you know, they're going to have him play the summer league this coming summer and probably see where he's at, but most likely I think they should sign him to a contract. Because, you know, he's been proving a lot of these games as of late that he is that good. So, gotta jump into Facebook right quick and go to their team. Let's see, where is it? It's the... Yep, there we go. KK Mega. I know it doesn't sound good, but that's the name of their team. Let's see. Because I think the last 2 games they did lose after, you know, that Saturday game. What I might have said earlier today, I should say. Let's see. Okay, the Mega Super Juniors took second place in EuroLeague qualifying tournament, having lost to the finals to their peers from Olympia. Let's see. Okay, he must didn't really score much, or wasn't in the game. Who knows? But I think this is the one that I saw with the scores. So let's see. No. Okay, didn't play that game either. What was the last game he played? Besides today. Okay. So really, you know, they lost their, last 2 games, and I guess they was in like a tournament. Yeah, that was their last game they won, and I think that's where, he had his numbers like, 19, 13, and 4 assists. So, like I said, he's doing good, and, people need to talk about him more. And plus, if he's like, if Bucks gonna be smart enough to sign him this offseason, they should. I think he'll be a good force to be reckoned with. Like put him in the front court lineup, have him, be like a small forward, then have him, work his way up, kind of like they did in the way with Andrew Bogut with his first year. His first year with the Bucks, he was just a power forward, but a good rebounder and scorer in the paint too. And he was bossing up to his center. Unfortunately, I guess due to so many injuries, the Bucks decided to trade him to Golden State, which they could have got Stephen Curry, but they ended up getting Monte Ellis. So yeah, that's another story for another time. But I think they should be smart to keep him. Like have him be like the small forward, and Giannis at power forward, Miles Turner at center. So you have a 3 front courts of guys that's 6'11". So that could be a problem for like the NBA, and will give like all those teams like a lot of problems. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So this was today's game. Bojo Markovic did score 15 points. Okay, so that's something. Like any other games earlier than that they can talk about. Yeah, he didn't. He probably didn't play it or whatever the case may be, or didn't have a good game. Who knows? But yeah, like I said, y'all really got to look out for this guy, and it's gonna be talked about more over the summer. So look out for him. Gonna be not something to mess with. Okay, so enough about the Bucks. Let's just see if there's any Milwaukee development stuff that's going on. They are letting people go to the new the Credit Unit Center live area. They're having free tickets. Well, not free tickets, but they're having like a preview party late this month just to show everybody how the building looks and stuff like that. But the tickets is like $10-11, so it's not really like pricey. So you know what? Fair enough. Might go. Don't know. I'm just seeing if there's anything interesting to talk about from Milwaukee development, but maybe it's not. Let's see. Finally, a deal on the 2 Walker's Point apartment developments. Okay, can look at that for a bit and just see where are they going to place those in Walker's Point. Agreement comes after a 3-way fight in last April. Oh, it's going to be development at 5th and Mineral. Okay. I think there was like empty space in that area, so probably most likely needed. So, because I know they're trying to get like more, apartments around, but at the same time they need to do like hotels as well. So they need to get that part going. Yeah. Oh, farmers market coming to the Deer District in June. I heard about that one. Okay, there really nothing that's too important to nothing too important to talk about. So what we're gonna do before we end the show, we are gonna talk about comic book movies and TV news. Let's check on Marvel first. And yes, people, there was no trailer for Avengers Doomsday or Spider-Man Brand New Day at the Super Bowl.
Which was surprising.
Well, I guess like some people did give them a warning that it was not going to happen. But, they probably would have...
but they have in the past. That's
right.
The thing. That's why people are kind of like, huh.
Right. That is true. And I don't know why they, maybe they want to save it for like a later date or something. I don't know. Or they probably not finished with some of the like trailer parts for the show the movies. Like you seen like all the trailers for like Avengers Doomsday, but you haven't seen not a one from Spider-Man Brand New Day. But then again, they did stop filming it like in early December. Let's see. See that. Um, there's a few birthdays and not nothing, not anything like big Marvel wise. Although okay, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio will be credited as executive producer for Daredevil Born Again season 2, which will be late March. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay, 32 years ago, the world lost the legendary Jack Kirby. He co-created Fantastic Four, Black Panther, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Galactus, Scarlet Witch, Africa Harkness, Hulk, Captain America, Bucky Barnes, Ant-Man, Jean Grey, and many more. Cool. Okay, so yeah, many. Oh, okay. So the directors of Daredevil Born Again season 2. So yeah, 1 to 2. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, it is gonna be like 8 episodes instead of 9 like it was last year. Kind of understand it. Uh, oh, I didn't even want to see that because I didn't finish watching Wonder Man as of yet. So I think I got like 3 episodes to go before I do like a review on it. Um, okay, really, really not that much. Oh, okay, so probably all those rumors that they saying that she got fired. About the Tanyana Maslany got they said she got fired or she quit. Doing playing She-Hulk. So I guess they're saying that may be false. But then again, there's people in there reporting don't even know much what's going on. So that's why I'm on the verge when it comes to some of these reports. I'll believe it till I see it. So nothing much from Marvel, but I guess we can see DC, which the Super Bowl did had a full trailer of Supergirl. So that was interesting. Sorry, I know I gotta take this jacket off in a bit because it's getting a little hot. Okay, so they did had a test screening of Supergirl, and yeah, and who people seen it liked it. Okay. Oh, baby crypto. So I guess they're gonna show like stuff that happened in the past too. Before the current thing. Of course, we knew about Paradise Lost not gonna happen. Nicholas Hoult is broken up for filming Man of Tomorrow. Okay. Look like he's getting ready to go 1A, 1A, 1A. That's funny. Let's see. Although the comic books on. Oh, okay. So this is new. So Clayface was supposed to come out in September, but they had delayed it to October 23rd. So hey, around Halloween. So that's kind of a perfect sense. So it's only delayed for a month. So I'm not that concerned. Like if it was they was gonna say, oh, next year. Like what? Then you'll see me like get all upset. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, of course. Batman Part 2 is gonna start filming in April, I believe. Um, Spider-Man, Superman crossover. So that's gonna be interesting. And see, that's what I'm saying. Why Disney did not buy Warner WB Discovery? They could have did all these possibilities, and yeah, kind of ruined it by letting Netflix buy it. like I say, I don't know if it's gonna be a bad thing that Netflix will get it, but it'll just be like something to see. Um, yeah, really, not that. Okay, first look at the phone, go pop a Supergirl. That's pretty cool. I have her with a sword. Um, really ain't that much to talk about in the comic book world either. Just that little note about the delay of Clayface, but that's um, I don't know if that's true, but they did release or it's not like the new trailer or something like that, but they did release a trailer. So you don't know what to say about that, but really there's like really no. All right, no news at all. So I guess no news is good news. But anyway, guys, seems like we kind of end the show a little bit earlier than usual. So what more can you do? Have nothing to talk about. Um, anyway, guys, you guys is watching through my personal TikTok page. Yeah, once again, we didn't get to 500 likes, and I should have mentioned it earlier in the show. So probably next time we go live, we get like 500 likes. I will give away an autograph photo of Bush Riker Luke. So hopefully, we get the 500 likes next time. After you guys is watching through YouTube, either pre-recorded or live, please like and subscribe. Hopefully you subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. By that time, we will start doing a lot of giveaways, and you never know what it's going to be. It could be anything.
You get him to 1,000 subscribers. I said I wouldn't knack for a week, didn't I?
I don't think I'm going to get nowhere. I'm close to 700, but I don't think I'm going to get that far anytime soon.
Will.
Yeah, you can only hope. But anyway, check out the website WrestleFansSpeakOut.weebly.com. Upcoming events, photos, videos, and all that good stuff. Thank our sponsors, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. You're interested in some wrestling merch? Check them out. They are on our website as well. And Gray Scott Sports Cars, they're on our website as well. Get more information about them. And plus, we're a proud sponsor of Maddie's Mary. Looking for help for if you lost, pregnancy and infant loss, you deal with anything like that, or somebody that does, you can send them to Maddie'sMary.org. They will help them with information and just help people that to grieve and not saying forget, but at least
you grieve and you
grieve.
learn how to live each day with grief.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I meant. Even if you want to support the cause, there's a QR code on their website too. So go ahead and click that. Just send wherever you can, to keep, this going. Also, proud sponsor of Slammer Championship Wrestling. They got a show not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. So you get a chance, check it out. It is an afternoon show, so you can after the show you can leave and do whatever you need to do in the evening.
The rest of your day.
Exactly. Also, PPW, Phoenix Pro Wrestling, they got a show in April. Get a chance, check them out. They also got their information on our website as well, so go ahead and check them out. And they also got, and each of them does have a Facebook page as well. So, look for those three on Facebook and, show your support. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Man up, woman up, face up. Really checking your mental health because the person that did this that needed real mental health, and y'all know about my story with mental health and things like that, and yeah, so for preventing this, we need to really get on people when it comes to mental health because they really need the help. But anyway, guys, until next video, you guys have a good one. See you later, and have a good night. And possibly, I may do a watch party for Monday Night Raw, maybe, and for the Bucks too. I don't know. It'll just be a final decision, but who knows. But anyways, see you guys later. Y'all have a good one.